Welcome back to Cinematic Parallels, a grand family event. Laughter ripples through the crowd, glasses clink, cameras flash. But behind every smile lies strategy. At a lavish New York wedding, Don Vito Corleone sits in quiet command, his blessings sought like gold. Thousands of miles and decades away, Logan Roy toasts another cold birthday, his eyes scanning the room for weakness, not warmth. 2 rooms, 2 families, 2 leaders hiding weapons behind words. Connie's wedding in The Godfather versus Logan's 80th birthday in Succession. Cut to Vito, silently nodding as a favor is asked, Logan giving a smile that doesn't reach his eyes. Power isn't inherited, it's seized. 1. The illusion of unity, what power looks like at first glance. Both families appear united. In The Godfather, tradition cloaks the Corleone family like a sacred robe. Vito commands respect through silence, favors, and the memory of what he has done to protect his kin. But unity is fragile. The cracks show in Sonny's temper, Frito's insecurity, and Michael's distance from the family business, at first. In Succession, Logan Roy rules a media empire, but his power is performative. He plays his children like chess pieces, never naming an heir, never letting go. His power is rooted in unpredictability. While Vito offers protection, Logan offers chaos. Vito stroking a cat while granting a wedding favor. Logan humiliating Kendall with a fake takeover offer. Montage, Michael watching his father in the hospital, Kendall staring blankly after Logan dismisses his efforts. A man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man. Don Vito, I love you, but you are not serious people. Logan Roy too. The inheritance of empire, blood or business. Michael never asked for the throne. He earned it through war, loss, and necessity. His transformation is gradual, tragic, inevitable. We watch him cross lines to protect what his father built. By contrast, the Roy children are born expecting power. But Logan dangles succession like bait. Kendall, Shiv, Roman, even Connor, is pushed into conflict with the others. They inherit a company, not a cause. A name, but not a purpose. While Michael sacrifices peace for duty, Kendall sacrifices self-respect for validation. Shiv weaponizes identity, Roman masks insecurity with cruelty. Michael sitting silently at Vito's desk for the first time. Shiv confronting Logan over being sidelined. Roman rehearsing his speech, only to be dismissed. Legacy without love is just pressure. 3. Leadership and the weight of sacrifice. Vito's sacrifices are carved into his face. He bleeds for his family's survival, from Sicily to the streets of New York. But he also spares, forgives, and protects. His leadership is a burden he carries with grace. Michael learns this too late. In trying to protect the family, he becomes the very thing he feared, a tyrant in a silk suit. His cold decisions, killing Fredo, alienating Kay, are paid in isolation. Logan sacrifices differently. Not through death, but detachment. He uses cruelty to test his children. His legacy isn't built on honor, but domination. Where Vito gives pieces of himself away, Logan hoards his power, like a miser. Michael ordering the execution of the heads of the 5 families. Logan watching Kendall's public breakdown with eerie calm. Overlay of Apollonia's death, then Logan refusing to comfort a crying Shiv. To rule is to bleed. But some kings never cut themselves. For morality, a code or a currency. Vito lives by a strict moral code. Protect the family, never betray, repay loyalty. This honor system has its contradictions, but it's consistent. Michael inherits the code, but distorts it. What starts as protection becomes control. What begins as justice becomes vengeance. In Succession, morality is irrelevant. Deals are made and broken. Loyalty shifts like stock prices. For Logan, the only sin is losing. His children mirror this, forming alliances only to weaponize them later. Michael at the baptism, orchestrating murders as he becomes Godfather. Shiv promising one thing in public, another in private. Kendall leaking information, then asking for forgiveness. It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business. Fathers and their shadows. Vito casts a long shadow, but a warm one. Even in death, his wisdom echoes in Michael's actions. His restraint becomes Michael's compass, even as he deviates. Logan's shadow suffocates, his praise is poison, his approval fleeting. Each child bears his psychological scars. Where Michael seeks to live up to Vito, Kendall tries to escape Logan, but ends up mimicking him. Roman's jokes deflect wounds, Shiv's ambition masks longing. Michael walking through the garden, remembering Vito's words. Logan towering over his children during a boardroom betrayal. Shiv's smile fading after Logan's snide remark, Kendall alone post-press conference. Some inherit names, others inherit wounds. 6. Love as leverage. Love as Los Vito's love is evident. His rage is born from protection, his softness from trust. Michael's love begins pure, Apollonia, family, but is consumed by the demands of leadership. He becomes incapable of receiving or giving love. Logan weaponizes love. Its currency. He grants it in doses, retracts it without warning. This emotional instability shapes his children into broken adults, all chasing a moment of approval. Michael holding Kay's hand before lying to her. Logan saying, "I love you, but you're not serious people," as Shiv flinches. Kendall hugging his children, then ignoring their calls. In some families, love is earned. In others, it's leased. The cost of the crown, trauma and isolation, Michael wins the war. But the final image of The Godfather Part 2 shows him alone, older, surrounded by silence. He has it all and nothing. The Roy children never even win. Every time Kendall gets close, Logan slams the door. Every time Shiv gains ground, he undermines her. Roman laughs to cope, Connor escapes to delusion. Both stories show us power gained at the cost of connection is a throne made of ash. Michael in Tahoe, silent, gray, haunted. Kendall walking alone on the beach, Roman deleting a text, Shiv staring into space. They built empires but lost the map home. Legacy, loss, and the question of worth. The Godfather ends with a door closing on Kay's face. Succession ends with a company intact but a family in ruins. So what is legacy? Is it Michael's ruthless consolidation of power? Or Logan's ability to instill fear even from beyond the grave? Or is legacy simply what's left when the cameras stop rolling and no one comes home for dinner? Montage of empty family tables, old photographs, headlines fading. Michael closing his eyes for the final time. Logan's chair vacant, cold. You won. But at what cost? Public image versus private reality. Both Vito and Logan understand optics. Vito constructs a persona of honor and old-world dignity. To outsiders, he is a benevolent protector. But within the family, he is feared and obeyed without question. Logan, on the other hand, thrives on media manipulation. He cares about legacy branding, headlines, and perception. Yet behind closed doors, he is crude, erratic, and often emotionally abusive. His polished image as a titan of industry is a curated illusion. Both men show us that the public mask of power often hides a deeply fractured soul. Press conferences, newspaper headlines, PR footage of Waystar Royco. Vito calmly accepting gifts, then ordering hits off-screen. Logan charming investors, then berating family in private. They mastered the narrative, but lost the truth. 10 outsiders at the gate. Both stories feature outsiders trying to enter the sacred circle. Kay Adams begins as Michael's innocent love interest. But as she gets closer, the veil lifts. She learns that love with Michael means silence and eventual alienation. In Succession, Tom and Greg are perpetual outsiders. Tom marries into the family, yet is constantly humiliated. Greg plays the fool but is always calculating. These outsiders reflect how power circles maintain themselves by testing, using, and eventually corrupting those who try to join. Kay witnessing Michael's transformation. Tom on his wedding night, unsure of his place. Greg being manipulated, then manipulating others. You don't marry into power. Power marries you. The role of women. Influence without authority. In both families, women operate in the margins. Kay and Connie in The Godfather are pushed aside by a male-dominated code. Kay loses her autonomy. Connie is used as leverage. In Succession, Shiv Roy tries to break that mold. She's educated, strategic, and hungry. Yet Logan keeps her out of the real power circle, reminding her that merit means little in a world ruled by legacy and control. These stories expose the hollowness of inclusion without empowerment. Kay confronting Michael about his lies. Shiv realizing her seat at the table was decorative. Connie mourning Sonny, then being ignored. In these families, the women see everything but change nothing. 2 stories, 2 dynasties. One truth: when power becomes the family business, love becomes collateral. Who paid the higher price? Was it Michael, the tragic heir who lost everything in the name of honor? Or Logan, the empire builder who never knew how to love what he made? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoy these cinematic parallels, like, share, and subscribe. Every Monday, we dive deeper into the worlds behind the screen.